Hey folks, welcome back here to the Biggest On Channel. We're here on Boulder Highway, actually still Fremont Street technically, just east of, say, Charleston Boulevard, in between Charleston and Sahara for our friends following along at home on your preferred map app. So heading southeast, because this roadway orients northwest southeast, so it hits both north-south arteries and east-west arteries. A lot of mom and pop buy here, pay here type of secondary finance car lots in here along Boulder Highway, along with some motels. If you're familiar with Boulder Highway, you'll know what kind of area we're in right now. So we come up here to the light at Mojave Road, which brings us next to St. Louis Avenue. Light is not timed. Travel 100 feet and stop at another red light. Circle K credit, cash price $3.29 a gallon for regular unleaded over there on the right, here at St. Louis Avenue. A lot of folks do test drives down St. Louis Avenue because it backs up to the big, huge auto dealerships that are located on Sahara Avenue here just west of Boulder Highway. The Fords and the Chevys and all that populate lots on both sides of Sahara Avenue. In between here and pretty much Eastern Avenue, maybe a little bit west of there, out to like Maryland Parkway. But a lot of cars being sold around here. This is Sahara Avenue, major east-west artery here throughout the core of Las Vegas. So it's Fremont on this side. If you could see the street post up there, for this side, it says Fremont Street. On the other side of the street, it becomes Boulder Highway. And I don't see a sign for Boulder Highway. But there it is, Boulder Highway on the left. Yep, so we are now officially on Boulder Highway. There's a dealership there on the right. Along with another secondary finance lot over there on the left. When I say secondary finance, I had someone ask me what I meant. Secondary finance means like for folks that have poor credit. So not prime credit or prime finance, but secondary finance. 4 Mile Bar over there on the right. Hot slots, your jackpot awaits, it says there. Johnny Walker RVs there on the right. Along with Kings Row, that looks like a mobile home park over here on the right as well. Sand Hill Road over here on the right as well. Veers off to the right. Sign on the right there says Hoover Dam. This is the interchange with Interstate 11/US 95/US 93, as you can see there on the right. The sign. There's no warning signs or anything saying, 1 mile ahead, junction, whatever. Nope, nothing. Just these, and that's how they do it in California too. Although I think California does have a few more signs than we do here in Nevada. Where I'm from in Florida, God, I sound like such an old fuddy-duddy. Where I'm from in Florida, they have signs, big, huge signs up overhead that say, junction, Interstate 95, 1 mile. North, if you want to go north, you go on the right side. And if you want to go left, you go on the left side, left lanes. This is the northbound exit here at Boulder Highway for the interstate. We'll pause it here for a moment. And we got the green light. So the bus has its own dedicated lane there on the right. It's BHXA. So I'm guessing that's Boulder Highway Express A. Some sort of express. Maybe it has fewer stops. I'm not well versed in the county bus route system here, other than really the Deuce, which is the one that travels in between. You can get pass to go between Fremont Street and Las Vegas Boulevard. It's $8 for 24 hours, I think. This is Boulder Station over here on the left, one of the Boulder stations here in town. This brings us up here to the huge intersection with Lamb Boulevard and Desert Inn Road. You can go either west or north or east, or continue southeast here on Boulder Highway at that intersection. Dottie's Gaming over here. I think 7-Eleven man said there's 68 of those around town. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to remember. He's so good at giving us information about town, and around town we've got a pedestrian crossing. Have a lot of pedestrian vehicle incidents here in Las Vegas, a lot. In the daytime, these lights aren't as bright as they are right now. Now they're definitely effective. But then the other element to that is that this is a 24-hour town, and the alcohol flows freely and frequently here in this town. So you never know who just got off of work at any hour of the day or night and has been imbibing at their local watering hole and is headed home or wherever they may be going. Arizona Charlie's over there on the left, Hotel Casino. See if I can show that to you here. Lots of neon there. Real rewards for real people, it says. Country nights, line dancing, $3 jack shots. Saturdays, no cover, it says. Never been there, so I don't know anything about it. This is Indios Avenue. In fact, I almost usually get stuck at Indios at that light here at Boulder Highway. So we continue southeast bound here. Speed limit of 45 in this area. Roadrunner RV Park over there on the left. And you can see the massive Samstown Hotel Casino up here on the left. Actually, they call it a hotel and gambling hall because it's got a kind of a Western motif to it, Western U.S. motif. But they do have a beautiful atrium inside there. The Mystic Falls, it's called, with animatronic creatures that move around and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see. It's also good for the children to see, take in that show they do. I think it's at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. every evening. This is Flamingo Road, another major east-west artery here in Las Vegas. McDonald's, KFC over here on the right. And then that's going to bring us up here to Nellis Boulevard, which goes north and south. We hit them all. East, west, and north-south arteries here along Boulder Highway. But Samstown also has a bowling alley in there. It's a movie theater. TGI Fridays. Their blackjack also pays 3 to 2. That's a big deal. I'm going to pause it here for a moment. All right, we're back here now. My son is in the back seat talking to me at that very long light here at Nellis Boulevard. Extremely long light as we continue southbound here. So the 3 to 2 blackjack thing is a huge deal. Fire truck passing us on the other side here. It is a huge deal because the strip casinos have pretty much gone to 6 to 5 odds instead of 3 to 2 odds on blackjack. What that means is when you divide 3 by 2, you get 1.5, or let's say $1.50, right? If you take the 6 to 5 odds that they're doing down on the strip now, divide 5 into 6, it's 1.2, or let's say $1.20. Longhorn Casino there on the right. Klinko is back. Longhorn Casino Hotel. I've never been in there, so maybe I'll do a video of it and check it out. Eastside Cannery over here on the left. Still closed. They keep renewing the gaming license, but it is still closed since COVID. So the difference between those odds is quite simply, this is also, sorry, I keep interrupting, drive carefully and come back soon. This is another welcome to Las Vegas sign here in the median, but it's very dangerous. On the other side there, it says welcome to Las Vegas, but it's very dangerous, so no one ever comes over here. It's in the middle of the median across this busy highway here. So what happens is, when you win at 3 to 2 odds, you win $1.50. But when you win at 5 to 6 odds, or 6 to 5 odds, you win $1.20. So you win, but you don't win as much. Now, when it comes to gambling, you want to maximize your potential for all of your wins, I would think. And so you're not really doing that if you play down on the strip, because you're not going to win as much. And you're not going to win every hand, of course. So when you win, you're not going to win as much. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. As we come up here to Missouri Avenue, another 7-Eleven there on the right. Shout out to 7-Eleven man. one of 165 7-Elevens here in the greater Las Vegas area. That street light's purple. It's funky. Also, shout out to member Lance. Lance, thanks for being a member, buddy. We appreciate you. Sunset Motel over here on the right with a sandwich board out front advertising it. Beer, wine, slots. Smoke and tattoos over here on the right we just passed. Yeah, the street lights out here are few and far between as well along Boulder Highway. It's the county, I mean, in my humble opinion, it appears they don't care. Because if they cared, they would put money and invest in this stuff. I have theorized many times that all of our tax dollars, as we pass Ride Now Power Sports over here on the right, our tax dollars pretty much just go straight into the Strip and Fremont Street. If you call a cop down on Fremont Street or at the casinos down on the Strip, they're there instantly. Very quick response time. You call the cop when you live out in one of the on the periphery of town, you're lucky if they even show up. If they do, it's like 4 hours later. I've heard from a lot of folks, talked to a lot of folks here in town, and albeit anecdotal evidence, but there's a lot of anecdotal evidence that goes around there. Certainly when it comes to an accident, if it's not an injury accident, they'll tell you to go online and file a report. They don't send a unit out to you anymore. You have to kind of take your own pictures for the insurance company and all that. And I've said before, the policing in this town has gone from being proactive to reactive. They've taken on pretty much the approach of, let's say, the fire department, right? Fire department can't really, I mean, they can help with fire prevention and things, of course, but they're not going to sit out in front of every building. They don't have the resources to do that, right? And wait for a fire, every single building in a single city. So for the most part, the fire department is reactive, and the police department here has pretty much taken on the same approach. Reactive policing, in my humble opinion. As we come up here to Gibson Road, which is a major north-south artery off to our right here that goes through the city of Henderson. This whole area here is all under construction. Boulder Highway. We'll pause it here for a moment. These lights are brutally long here along Boulder Highway. And it parallels US 95, or should I say US 95/Interstate 11 parallels Boulder Highway. So it's pretty much local traffic here only. Folks don't really take this any significant distance unless the interstate's backed up. But it is an artery that'll take you in between downtown Las Vegas and Fremont Street for sure. We're going to come up here to Galleria Drive, for which there's an exit at the interstate, and we'll make a right onto Galleria. If you go left here, it'll take you out to Lake Las Vegas. We have a lot of videos of our time out at Lake Las Vegas recently. Check those out in our video library. Really nice looking homes out there, as well as some that look like office buildings, actually. It's kind of different. Now heading westbound on Galleria. If you're following along in your preferred map app. I want to take a moment and say thank you all so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube and on TikTok. It helps recommend us to other viewers on YouTube and TikTok. It also helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. And the almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other viewers on YouTube and TikTok. Also check out the shop section in our channel. We have some awesome merch available for you. Maybe something for yourself or your significant other. Henderson Hospital over here on our right as we approach the interstate. Thank you all so very, very much for joining. We will see you next time. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Dawn channel, it's the journey. We'll see you soon.